Hello, hi, welcome once again to M5's new English language learning program, Let's Speak English. I'm Gav Duncan and I'm here on your TV screen to help you learn English. Now, are you sitting comfortably? Yes? Good. And are you ready for today's lesson? Yes? Good. Okay, well let's learn English together. Well, here we are again. How are you feeling today? Do you feel all right? Yes? Do you really feel all right? Yes? Do you feel all right? Yes? Okay, good. Now, settle down, sit back in your chair and let's start today's lesson. Okay, my fine feathered friends, are you prepared for the day? Are you eager to learn more English? Then, what are we waiting for? Let's dive into today's lesson. Okay, well I'm sure you all remember our last lesson, but just to make sure, let's have a quick recap. So, last lesson, we continued looking at the past simple tense. We looked at how we make the past simple tense of the verb to be. We know what the positive form is. I was, you were, he was, she was, it was, we were, you were, and they were. Last lesson, we also looked at the negative version too. I am not, I'm not. You are not, you're not, or you aren't. He, she, it is not. He's not, or he isn't. She's not, or she isn't. It's not, or it isn't. We are not, we're not, or we aren't. You are not, you're not, or you aren't. They are not, they're not, or they aren't. Now, we also saw that when we make the negative with the present simple form of the verb to be, we use the word not. I'm not, you're not, he's not, she's not, it's not, we're not, you're not, they're not. When we make a negative sentence with other verbs in the present simple tense, we use the verb to be in the correct form combined with not and the infinitive. I don't like, you don't run, he doesn't eat, she doesn't work, we don't sleep, you don't watch, they don't drink. When we make a negative with the present continuous, we also use the word not. We put not between the verb and the ing form. I'm not doing, you're not sleeping, he's not walking, she's not drinking, it's not working, we're not watching, you're not listening, we're not going. Okay, we know all this. So, thinking logically, we also know that to make the negative version of the verb to be in the past simple tense, we're also going to use the word not. And we do. The negative version of the verb to be in the past simple tense is this. Mabel. Mabel! Where are you? Ah, there you are. Mabel, I have a request. Mabel, if you're able, put that info into a table, please. So, we know the full form, but we normally use the short form. I wasn't, you weren't, he wasn't, she wasn't, it wasn't, we weren't, you weren't, they weren't. Great! So, we know about not. Good, great, ginormous, as my sister used to say. Okay, moving swiftly along, let's check out the question form again and then have another look at some dates Right on. Okay, well, the question form of the verb to be in the past simple tense uses the same pattern as the question form for all verbs in English. We change the word order and add a question mark. So, the statement, I was at the train station, becomes, was I at the train station? The statement, you were at the doctor's yesterday, becomes, were you at the doctor's yesterday? Great! So, we know how to make a question using the verb to be in the past simple tense. Was I? Were you? Was he? Was she? Was it? Were we? Were you? Were they? Fab! All right, moving on. Do you remember the calendar? Yes? Well, good. We only saw it yesterday, so if you don't remember it, go to the chemist's and buy some ginseng to help your memory, okay? Okay, we all remember the calendar, and today is which date? That's right, today is the 14th of December 2016. And what do we call the 13th of December? Bingo! That was yesterday. And what do we call 10 a.m. on the 13th of December? Correctamundo! That's yesterday morning. And what's 3 p.m. on the 13th of December? Correct again! That's yesterday afternoon. Okay, let's try some more. What's the 23rd of December? Bingo! That's next Friday. And the 22nd of December at 7 p.m.? Correct-a-doodle-doo. That's next Thursday evening. Now we're on fire! Okay, what about the 12th of December? Well, that's the day before yesterday. And what about 5 p.m. on the 14th of December? Well, that's this afternoon. And what about 10 a.m. on the 14th of December? Well, that was the morning. Brilliant. Excellent. Now we're cooking with gas. Great. Well, seeing as we're doing so well, do you feel confident enough to tackle something new? You do? Great. You should be confident. After all, you're a god of English. Don't forget. Okay, you asked for it, and you're all ready for it. Let's have a look at some new prepositions. Whee! Prepositions. Bagonga, gabinga, wafonga. Okay, prepositions. Here we go. Now today, we're going to look at some new prepositions. And today's prepositions are a little bit different. We've seen some different types of prepositions so far. We saw prepositions of time with Terence the squirrel. We saw prepositions of place in Doreen's bedroom. We learned some new prepositions of place in week 9. Beside, between, in front of, behind, opposite, above, and below. Great. Now, today, we're going to look at some prepositions of movement. So, we know the idea of prepositions of place. They're not moving. The dog is on the bed. It's sitting down or lying down, but it's in one place. Doreen is next to or beside the window. She's standing or sitting. She's not moving. She's in one place. Now, these next prepositions are prepositions of movement. We use these prepositions when there is movement involved. Now, take a look at this photo. We've seen this preposition before. Now, if I ask the question, where's the cat? You know the answer. The cat is in the box. Correct. The cat is sitting in the box. We're using the preposition of place, in. This shows that the cat is in one position. It's not moving, it's in one place. Okay. But what if we want to describe how the cat moves? At 10:30 a.m., the cat was on the floor. At 10:31 a.m., the cat is in the box. Okay, what happened? Well, what happened was that the cat moved into the box. Into is a preposition of movement. It's the same idea as in, but with movement. Have a look at this picture. This is in, and this is into. So, it's the same idea, but in is a preposition of place, and into is a preposition of movement. The cat jumped into the box. Now the cat is in the box. Okay, let's look at another preposition of movement, onto. Now, we know the preposition of place on. The dog is on the bed. Okay, now, at 10:30 a.m., the dog was on the floor. At 10:31 a.m., the dog was on the bed. What happened? Well, the dog jumped onto the bed. So, just like with in and into, on and onto are connected. In is a preposition of place, and the same idea with movement is into. On is a preposition of place, and the same idea connected to movement is onto. Look at these two pictures. First we have on. Doreen's dog is on the bed, and this is onto. So, you see, they're connected, but one is a preposition of place and the other is a preposition of movement. My hat is on my head. How did my hat get there? I put my hat onto my head. My money is in my wallet. How did my money get there? I put my money into my wallet. All right, are we ready for some more? All right, let's see some more. Well, we've seen into and onto. What's next? What about the opposites of those two? New prepositions of movement. Are you ready? Good. Then let's meet two more new prepositions of movement. Okay. Well, which ones would you like to learn? We already know into and onto. What about learning their opposites? Okay then, here we go. This is out of. Out of is the opposite of into. So, I put my money into my wallet, and when I want to buy something, I take my money out of my wallet. If I'm in the street and I need some money, I go to the ATM and take some money out of the machine. The cat jumps into the box, and then the cat jumps out of the box. To open the door, first you have to put the key into the lock. After you open the door, take the key out of the lock. When you want to drive, you first have to put the car into gear. When you park, take the car out of gear. So, that's out of, the opposite of into. Fantastic! Now, let's have a look at the opposite of onto. The opposite of onto is off. So, the cat jumped onto the bed, and then the cat jumped off the bed. Let's see the picture. So, we can say that the cat jumped off the bed, or we can say that the painting fell off the wall. Great! We learned a lot today, but that's all we have time for. We're out of time. Anyway, thanks for watching me, Gav Duncan, on M5's latest, greatest TV program, Let's Speak English. I'm Gav Duncan. I'm not Michael Parkinson, and I'm not Muhammad Ali. I'm Gav Duncan, and I'll see you next time for some more fun with the past simple. See you later. Bye.